Made Fresh 96.7 The Beat, Terry J and Jazzy T with you. We got a special guest in the studio with us. Mr. Arabian, how you doing?
I'm doing lovely.
All right. Now, thank you for being in the studio with us. We know that you have some new music out. You want to talk to us about that?
Yeah, I have an EP out called The Story.
Yes.
And it's mainly about me being hurt and just following my dreams and then want to just, go get a bag and just do my thing.
Get to the money. All right, so you talking about being hurt. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. So what are you being hurt about at the age of 20? Please tell me.
Everything. She 20.
Tell me about life. Tell me about what's going on.
I mean, like, how would I put this? I was liking this dude or whatever, and it was just so much going on,
Okay.
Just so much going on.
And so that's going to be reflected in this EP. That's going to be reflected in the music.
Definitely. It's gonna be reflected.
So I attended the listener party. You probably didn't know, but it's cool. You heard you was doing your thing, making your rounds. But I attended the listener party, and it was dope. The food was good. My homie Gooch, we went to college together. So when he was telling me, he was like, hey, I got this chick, Jazzy. I want you to check her out. He invited me to the listener party. So I'm like, what Gooch got going on? But when I heard the music and I saw you, I was like, oh, Gooch got something on his head. As far as the music is dope, you can actually sing, which is rare.
Which is great. I heard. So you got a single, "Nothing But Me" that I heard.
Nobody but me.
Yes, nobody but me. And I was like, that's a dope song. Like we were listening to it, and then it's just one of those. Whatever you was doing, I just stopped doing it. Like I was looking at different things, and I was listening to the music, and then for a second I just had to stop because I could hear your voice, I could hear the melody, I could hear the beat, and I was like, okay, I'm rocking with it. So talk to me about that song, and how'd you come up with that song? What influenced that vibe?
Okay, Nobody But Me was basically, it was like I said, it was me liking somebody, and they always was, with other females. And it's like, I feel like nobody could love that person like me. Nobody could care for that person like me. I see that person being hurt all over the internet. I'm just like, maybe you need somebody that's just really for you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was just like, nobody but me.
So what part of Louisiana are you from?
I'm originally from Bastrop, Louisiana.
Bastrop?
Bastrop.
I don't think I've ever heard of Bastrop. I'm guessing it's small.
It's a small town.
Okay.
All right, so the music's out, and I think you got some videos coming out for some songs. Talk to us about the videos.
I have 2 videos coming out very, very soon. Nobody But Me videos coming out, and my single Respect is also coming out.
Okay.
So yeah.
Talk to us about Respect. What's going on with Respect?
Respect was the first song that I ever just put out. And it was about, I used to always get into it with girls on the internet. They wanted to beef with me just to get on YouTube.
What they beefing about? They clout chasing or what's going on?
Yeah, clout chasing. So it was about females clout chasing and just want to argue instead of being in a bag worried about themselves, focusing on them. They wanted to, beef with me, argue with me, and I feed into it. I argue with them, but it's just like I'm
You got to the
over it.
point where you was over it.
Over it. I want to do something else with my life. I want people to know me as Arabian the singer, not Arabian the person that's, on the internet arguing with females all the time.
There we go. So you're growing, you're learning. At the age of 20, you're learning, you're growing, and life lessons are teaching you different things. So, we had to do our homework. We had to learn about you. On the gram, you have this tattoo. And we have to talk about the tattoo because I feel like it's a part of you. It's a part of you. And I got so many questions. But it's a portrait. Who is it a portrait of?
YB.
All right, is it a portrait? You don't have to whisper it. It's okay because we see it on the gram. It's there. But I feel as though he was a place and time in your life, right? But you're moving on. I'm assuming
Moved on.
You've moved on. Yes, you've moved. The correct words. You've moved on. But for that person coming up next, how do you explain that to the person that comes up next? Or do you plan on removing it, changing it?
No, I don't plan on removing it. The tattoo is just like, even though like I, had dealings with him, he really just motivated me and inspired me
Okay.
to follow my dream and just be myself and don't worry about what other people think about you. Don't let all the internet, negativity get to you. We're from the same state, and I seen like people come from nothing and they make somebody out of themselves with this music, and he just motivated me. It's nothing like that.
That's dope.
That's dope. Okay, and so with that, has he listened to the music? Did he give you any feedback on it, or he's just like a silent supporter?
Yeah.
He's more of a silent supporter.
Silent.
All right, so that's cool.
Very
So
silent. You have to catch it.
Hey, but at this point, who approval do you need? You don't need nobody approval because the
That's
music
what I'm
is
talking
wonderful.
about. But you know what? As friends, I feel like our friends are. I have exes. And there's that support factor. Is even though we don't talk as much, or we might not talk at all. You might see a like on a picture.
Nah, you
so
ain't seeing no
know.
like for me.
You ain't seeing
no
you ain't
like
seeing
for
no
me.
likes.
None of my exes. Like we good.
You ain't
I
sending
wish
no
you
likes?
well. I wish you well. I still somewhat
Raven shaking
have
her head
a
like she ain't sending no
respect,
exes.
but
You
I
better
wish
talk
you
to us,
well.
girl.
You wishing well and you keep it moving, boo. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I believe you have a dope situation going on with your music, just with you wanting to branch off and do your own thing. But I have to ask, how do you shut out the noise? How do you cut out? Because like you said, sometimes you get to the point where you see that one come in and you got to dive into the rah-rah. But what do you think is going to help you move forward as far as cutting out the noise and just focusing on what you got to focus on?
Honestly, it's hard. It's like when I went on the Shade Room, it was just so much negativity. It just made me like, man, what do I do? Like, but then, I catch like signals from them and shit. So, but I just try to ignore it and just move forward. Like, I'm gonna be above this, in a couple more years, couple more months maybe. And then my manager always tell me like these same people, they really just want to be where you at.
And they listening to your music.
They listening to it.
To my music.
And that's what you want. You want them listening to the music.
They living out somebody else's dream. You living your own dream. You following your dream. So I'm just like, yeah, you're right. So I just tone it out.
You got to learn how to tone it out. And even looking at, try to stay away from the comments, period. All together. They even have a settings on the phone where you can turn off the comments. But then again, out of all those negative comments, you'll get that one like, oh my God, your inspiration. I think you're dope. And those are the one you pay attention to. Those are the one you say thank you, hey, I appreciate it, and you move on. That's just some advice.
What are you looking forward to? Because I feel like your career is just blossoming, it's just getting started. What are you looking forward to? What goals have you set for yourself? What do you want to accomplish?
Out of all this, I'm really just doing this to be able to take care of my family, my little brothers and sisters. Honestly, that's all I want.
Hey, that's not...
all that. I just wanted to be able to, get them the lifestyle. They got anything they want. They good. That's all I want out of it, honestly.
All right, so tell people how they can, for those listening to you for the first time, tell them how they can follow you, what's going on, because I see you be on live, you be checking in. So people, I'm sure they're going to be curious as to who you are and to listen to your music. Tell them how to follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at I'm.Arabian. You can also follow me on Twitter at I am Arabian with 2 N's.
All right, now, so anytime you got something new dropping, anytime you got something to say, you got people here who support you. So just come holler at us anytime. And thank you for stopping by the studio.
Thank you.
All right, now, it's Made Fresh 96.7 The Beat.